Hi everybody, welcome back. Life in the Woods with me, Sid, and I'm just trying something out before we go running off exploring. Let me oh yeah, we can waste a bit. It doesn't really matter too much. We'll cook a bit of that and a bit of that. You should have iron galore, so we'll put that away. Now, yeah, I just want to see whether we can actually upgrade these packs. Now if we look at the use of that, it doesn't give you the option to upgrade, but I'm wondering whether we can get around that just by throwing some of this leather at the problem. Now in terms of what we got on us, what have we got? We got quite a bit of that. We got 10 levels. I really should probably go and just do a bit of repairing on certainly on the silk touch pick. If not, I think if I go repair, yeah, that's 10 levels wasn't really enough. Really could do with a better spawner. We'll have to have a hunt around at some point to see what we can find in the vicinity. Now let me have a look. You have got a boat in, so if I take you and just wrap that around, it does work. Interesting. Okay, that changes things just a little bit. This has got a whole load of other stuff in it, so we'll go and empty this. I will make, let's have a look, 1, 2, 3, 4 bags worth, which is, hopefully I'll make 4 bags worth anyway. 8, 16, that's 3 bags worth there. Let's go with that for starters. And we need more string. I'm going to have to go and do this. Let me set that cooking while we're at it. Yeah, so I will start sorting out my bags to give us a little bit more carry capacity, and I'll be back with you. Alright, we're good. We've upgraded all of our packs except tools. Tools doesn't really need upgrading. We've got plenty of storage left in that. And it is time to head out to the nether. We are going to take our shortcut through from the nether to the north of the area. Probably end up with a couple of episodes worth of exploring, depending on how things go, but I want to get out there. I'm not going to do a huge amount of just, oh, look at the wonderful scenery, because we've seen the scenery. The scenery is gorgeous and wonderful and beautiful, and yeah, we've done that. That's all done and dusted. So what we are going to do is we're going to jump in here, jump out of the portal at the other end, and head north. Right, which way was it? That way. Yeah. This is going to take a short while. It's very dark, so we shall see you when we get back out into the world. All right, we're heading. We're here. We are going to. Let me just scroll this out a bit. So last time we came down, we're going to head up north for a goodly way. I'm not going to butcher the cattle right now. There's a reasonable chance we may see some penguins because, you know, snow. But right now we are in an area where we have already explored. Oh, let me just do that. And we know what's around this area. Oh, hello. Bloody hell, you made me jump. I don't know, it was actually a genuine jump. That was like, wow, whoa, crap, what was that? Yeah. I do jump. I do get little jump scares now and again. Very rarely these days. But we're going to head north. We are going to keep our eyes peeled for more items like that, and, you know, more interesting builds and anything else. And I really want to have a good look round, map a whole chunk of this area today, and see where we end up. So until we get to that point, yeah, I'll be back in a bit. Well, this is I've just stopped to sleep, and I'm getting assaulted by a large number of zombies, which is almost suggestive of a creeper. No, of a spawner. Or not, as the case may be. Yeah, no, I think it was just pure coincidence, which is a shame because, well, actually, at this distance from the base, it's not going to make. Oh, God, throw the wrong thing away. Right, now let's try throwing that away. Let's eat a leafy fish sandwich. We have crossed the sea from here and come up to this nice little area here. Now that is north, but I noticed something over this way which I want to investigate. Maybe nothing. No, it's something. It is definitely a build, and it is quite a pretty one as well. I'm not sure whether I've seen this before. There's bales, there's a tree of some description, and a swing. Interesting. What are you? You are bundled jute. You are floating over the water, which is fine, because we don't worry about things like that, do we? Can we get a nice... Can we get a nice screenshot? Let's go for something. Say, no, it's got to be that way. I know. It's just I like my thumbnails on this. There we go. That will do us. Right. Let's have a look. What have we got going on here then? We've got anything underneath these bales? That's the first question. If I were building ruins for a pack, which of course I am, although not with the ruins mod at the moment. If you caught the stream last week, you'll know what I mean. Then yeah, that was what I would. Where would I hide the treasure if I was going to actually include treasure? Because you know we assume treasure doesn't necessarily mean treasure. Which is the quickest way of breaking these? I don't know. I honestly do not know. Oh, what are you? Bold cypress. All right, fine. I'll take it. What do you plan to? Oh, you're a 2x2, so I need two. Why? Bald cypress elbow log. So this is a bald cypress. Okay. It's oh, we need this stuff, don't we? Okay. All right. Is it going to be quicker just to do? No. It is not going to be quicker just to do that. So what do we use you for? We go and make burlap cloth or string. I wish I would get the right thing every time. See, there might be a chest underneath that. I'll take this anyway because it's free wheat, if nothing else. And we could take, you know, there's mileage to leaving these things intact when they're close by, but because I don't really envisage coming back past this place anytime, right, it's definitely not there then. If I were going to do this, how would they even, they don't have to be. I would like 3 more bald cypress saplings anyway. Alright. I am going to stick down some bald cypress. That's my first act. And we are going to scale this bugger, because I don't believe, well, I do potentially believe that there may be something hidden up here. I need to get myself up to a point where we can go and attack everything. Let me just continue, just assaulting the cypress, and I shall be back once we've got the thing down. All of it. Yeah, it's a challenge, but what does the actual logs look? The logs look nice as well, actually. So we'll entertain the idea of having. I think that's it, actually, up on this side. Prairie, probably. Let's just break this. Yeah. Anyway, I am going to continue just being suspicious of everything, and I'll be back. Oh god, that was very nearly a bad jump. There we go. Just make sure there's no others hiding around there, and we'll get back down and try not to kill ourselves in the process. Back with you in a bit. I knew there'd be something up here. I'm decimating this tree. Gumboots. Okay, grub. Shell. Bald cypress sapling. Bird's egg. That made it all worthwhile. Stick with knockback. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Pine cone. Smashing rock. Yeah. Shiny key. Cool glasses. Larry. Well, definitely want to keep Larry. Not really bothered about any of the rest of that. I knew that they would be something up here. I mean, there's loads of this tree left. I haven't even begun to scratch the surface of some of it. But, yeah, I kind of suspected. I had a feeling there might be something just hiding up this tree, because that's what I would have done. Right, I'm just going to continue getting this because I've done most of the work now, so it just would kind of seem silly not to finish it off. And I've already fallen once and not quite, but almost killed myself. You know the ones, yeah, the almost killed. Yeah, I've done that a couple of times, and hence why the bed is still on the floor down there, because I've kind of figured that if I'm going to be pretending to be a gazelle up here, then I should really probably at least have slept somewhere nearby at least once. I just think that would be, you know, kind of prudent. And wherever possible, making sure that I've got a crossover piece, so when I inadvertently fall, I don't die. Always a plus. Anyway, I'll get this finished. We'll continue onwards, and I will see you in a bit. Well, we're a little bit further on. We have another little build coming up on us. I just wanted to... These streams, though, they are lovely when they spawn it. Oh, hello. Bit of a palm tree. This is not a huge build. So there's a desert back over that way which we've crossed, but we really didn't see anything of note. But I am just literally travelling in a straight line at the moment, so it is easy to, you know, what's the word? You are academia sapling. Well, we'll have you. I'm positive that somewhere under here I can't believe the only thing in here is a sapling, but yeah, it's possible, I suppose. Hello. Emerald, oh, lovely, lovely, don't mind if I do. They're nice, those. I mean, those little bills like that are very nice. They're not, what's the word? They're not OP. They're not like going here, have, you know, a full set of diamond gear that's enchanted fully and, you know, with unbreaking 10 on it and yada yada yada. It is, you know, just here, have an emerald. Oh, don't mind if I do, thank you very much. And then you have, of course, the larger builds that you encounter can have some better stuff in, but they are set differently. And the way the ruins are configured in this, some of the ruins are set to not be able to spawn within, I think it's something crazy like 100,000 blocks of each other. So if you find a ruin with a lot of stuff in it, it's probably the only time you're ever going to find it. You're very unlikely to run across it again, which I think is an interesting system. So yeah, anyway, I am going to continue. Night's dropping, so falling, whatever it does, coming. So we're going to sleep again in a little while, and I'm just going to keep on exploring and seeing what we can find. But just thought I'd let you see that little one, so we're not completely not finding stuff. Come on, let me sleep. Come on, thank you. Back again in a bit. Alright, we've continued north until, and we've come to this crag, and I think this is a point to turn off because there's a village over there. So what I think we'll do is we're going to head off this way. If you look, we've actually come, hang on, I need to zoom out a little bit. So that is the distance from the portal to home to, yeah, our home. We've actually probably doubled that distance coming this way. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to try and quarter some of the terrain and just have a look, head over this way. So we kind of cut across here, then back down and then across, and then we'll get a square here which we can then kind of quarter and fill in. We're not short on food, so yeah, that should be a doable plan. Let's not fall down the ravine, because that probably be put a crimp on the day. It's also a nice village because he's got a blacksmith, which is, it's unlikely. Get out my. It's unlikely to be the greatest find in the history of exploration, but well, a pair of boots are always handy, and the bread and the apples can go in the food chest, and the world is good and happy. It's unlikely, as I say, that there's much. 3 books for an emerald. What we really do. Yeah, as I say, there's usually not overly much in these villages, but it'd be wrong not to explore it a little bit, wouldn't it? So yeah, well, that's better. We got, just because we're still in our iron armor at the moment, and to be honest, we've not really needed it to go beyond iron. But yeah, if we head across this way, and we'll see what we encounter on the way. Well, I came up here to have a look around, see what we could see, and there's a desert temple over there. At least I say desert temple, not tropical temple, eh? Of course, what we need to do is also figure out a way down, which is somewhat easier said than done. Up on this, I'm guessing this is Savannah M biome. We'll have to come back this way, because obviously I'm now facing the wrong way. We're nearly killing ourselves. But I'm not going to leave a desert temple behind. There's potential for all sorts of goodies there. So that would be foolish, I think they're better good. I mean, I would have preferred to see a Life in the Woods build than a Desert Temple, but you know, beggars, choosers, and all that kind of thing. So we'll head over there and have a look, see what he's got. Hopefully we won't end up with you know, getting just within range and then a boom, but you never know. So let's just see what fate throws at us. We might actually see something when we get over this way as well, because we've, you know, moving forward, changing the surround. But yeah, I could just spend hours just walking around in this pack, just touring. Hours and hours, quite easily. Right. Ooh, hang on. We don't want none of that, thank you very much. There, safe. Gold, we'll have that. In fact, we'll take the Hulse armor as well, you never know. What are you? Infinity, power force, yeah, that's not bad. And, oh, I don't think I've got that sapling, that's a new one. Emerald, ancient parcels. I don't think I've got that either. Well, that was a definite worthwhile side trip. So let's just get back up to the light out of this particular unpleasant little place. Which way? So we came over here. Let's just get on top and see what we can see from over the top of this. See if there's anything further. Is that looks like a village? I think it may be a different village. I'm going to go and have a check because it'd be wrong not to. We'll also eat a fishy sandwich. Yeah, that is definitely a village. So what do we get there? Ancient part. We don't want that pressure plate. We don't want you. We really don't need you. Where's my big bag of things? Dalnus, Cyprus, we'll stick you away. Those can go away. That can go away. I picked up a whole load of bamboo in a bamboo forest because obviously I want to get a complete bamboo collection. You know, who doesn't know? What is in this ancient parcel? An oak sapling by the looks of it. Ah, and nothing. Okay, well that was certainly well worth the excitement. Nut. Oh well. It was exciting briefly. Let me sleep quickly. So yeah, we're kind of trekking round. Not got as far as I would have expected to have got by this point, but I certainly... Where, oh, they're over there. I got myself turned around then. But, as I say, I could do this all day. Just the shaders and, you know, the god rays coming through the trees there. Sounded like a villager dying. Or at least standing on something spiky. Oh no, he's just struggling there. Let's. There you go, silly. Right, what have we got in this village? Oat or note? Rutabaga, peanuts, asparagus, okra. Windmill. That's oh wow, that's definitely. I'm not sure how long I've been recording. I'm going to grab a little bit of all of these because I don't know which of these seeds. In fact, sorry, we'll take them. We'll take them. You are asparagus. I've got no idea whether I've got you or not. I know I've got rutabaga, but again, while we're having these, we might as well ensure that we have all the seeds because, you know, Why wouldn't you? There you go, stupid. Yeah, let me go, and I think did I see another crop down there? I did. We'll go and head over to that. What are you? You are sorrel, green beans. Yeah, not bothered about that. Definitely not bothered about those. They are not Pam's. So zucchini, mustard. I'm pretty certain we've got. Kiwi, I have no idea. And chilies, I'm pretty certain we've got, but we'll have a few just because we've got these lovely big bags which we can stash all of the things in. He says missing one. There you go. Bang, there. Yeah, right, well, let's get over to this windmill. This windmill looks epic. It looks really nice. And then I think, depending on how long we've been recording, in fact, let me just double check a second. If I look at that, we may carry on a little bit. The segments prior to this segment were some 19 minutes, so that looks nice. I like that. This is what this game is all about. If I can even come close to even half emulating this, we'll get those out of the way. I am just going to make sure. I don't know whether there's any spawners in these, to be honest. But doesn't hurt to play it safe, does it? Plenty of wool. Something going on there. Is that the... I have no idea, in fact, what that might be. That is some kind of wood. And that is a chest with an amethyst sword in it. Well worth the visit. Let me see whether we can't get a sapling from this odd... Oops, I'll use the right tool. So what are you? You give off... ooh. Difficult to tell what colour that is in this light, but I would like a sapling, please. Gimme a sapling now. There we go. Cure list. I don't know whether I've got that or not, if I'm being honest. Which of course I am, because why would I not bother not being? These lamps I actually don't like, so I am not going to take that. I could, but I'm not going to. And I don't think there's anything up on the windmill itself. No, doesn't look like it. Let's just have a little look around the side here. No, I think that's pretty clear. I'm not going to wreck this thing. I could get all this, but yeah, we'll not bother. What's in here? Flour, cornmeal, dough, more bread. Well, better than a kick in the face, and I suppose it's what you would kind of expect. Neusis wood, and that is the cure list. Cure list is Kiel. I'm very tempted to go up and see whether I'm not sure whether I've got those or not. So I think we will play it safe and go and see if we can grab. There we go. What do we get there? Neusis. That'll do me. Let me grab that. We're going to stick that and that and that and that and that for now and that in there. And then we'll grab the food bag and we'll stick all of that in there and we can carry on. Let me check how long we've been recording. I shall also head... Which way? not that way, it's that way we need to be. We need to go back on ourselves, because we kind of double back on ourselves a bit anyway. So yeah, I'll head back over to where we need to be, check how long we've been recording, and I will be right back. Alright, well, I've been going about 30 minutes. We are not that much further on, but we're going to head on, continue around that way next episode. This may become 3 episodes of exploring, who knows. But as we stand, yeah, I think we are probably done. We've seen a few, well, some small things. At least one big nice thing, the windmill. I think that was a nice item with the amethyst sword, which gives us another amethyst sword to play with enchanting wise. And we are certainly a good distance away from we're exploring really far out, actually. So yeah, I mean, if we get back round, if I can get myself back round up on top of here and follow that around, then with a bit of luck we can unravel some more territory, unravel some more. I thought I saw a zombie wandering across there. Yeah, how very strange. I mean, I'm pretty certain I slept in time. It wasn't particularly dark. Well, I mean, it's always quite dark in Life in the Woods. Anyway, I'm rambling. If I don't stop rambling, I will continue rambling, and you all know what I'm like. Hello, Mr. Scalabob. Let's see who's got the best bow, shall we? Hello. Ciao. Ciao. Me. Oh dear. Simple pleasures in life. Wow. That's a long way down. I did actually fall down the cave while I was heading back across here. That is an impressively long way down. Please, please don't fall. So yeah, we can continue on next episode. We should hopefully find some good stuff, because there's a lot of unexplored terrain out that way. And yeah, until then, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon, and bye for now.